never faced a threat like this. A team is being assembled. They're the best operatives in the world. When all else fails, we don't.
I want in.
Standing in front of you, a Delta 6 accelerator suit.
What's it accelerate?
You. This is General Hawk. Mission is a go.
Here they come.
Go, go, go!
We're running out of time. Eject!
This has only just begun.
This is Adewale. You've just had a taste of Wallywood, and we're on Hollywood as I live and work. You're here with Adewale Akinnuoye-Agbaje. AAA is the nickname, or simply Adewale. How you doing?
Okay, you know what is your Hollywood story? Your face is familiar. We know you from some of everything. We know you from The Wire, we know you from movies, television.
Well, I'm gonna have to rewind you there.
Okay.
Because I was never on The Wire.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
So you should be.
It's okay. I'm allowed one. I'm allowed one.
That's it, though.
That's it.
And that's a big one.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You don't get no more than that.
I'm sorry. Not every black man in Hollywood worked on The Wire.
Should we let her pass?
Please?
Shall we?
Please.
All right, go ahead.
Cool. So tell me about G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Well, you know about G.I. Joe. I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe. I grew up with Action Man, but huge cult.
Actually, I had Bionic Woman, but
Bionic Woman?
That was, yeah.
Yeah, we had Action Man. You know. I played with Bionic Woman, though. She was cool. But, yeah, it's, you know, cult comic hero. I hear it's been 20 years in the making. And I'd worked with the director, Stephen Sommers, on The Mummy Returns. Really cool guy. If you're going to do one of the big blockbusters, he's one of the guys to do it with because he makes it fun. Play a character called Heavy Duty. And what really appealed to me was because I had a relationship with the director, I was able to ask him, you know, can I just play in British? Because I was kind of tired of just playing the African or even just an American role. I wanted to be myself for the first time. And he went for it. And so that made a huge difference. And you'll see, because I don't think you've ever really seen a black English man, certainly as a superhero, but just you just don't see it out there. I remember when I came to America in the 90s and I would open my mouth, people's eyebrows would go up. They were like, where are you from? You know, you from South Africa, you from Australia? I'm like, no, I'm from Britain, man. And I'm like, they got black people out there? Yeah, there's millions of us. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it was really refreshing to be able to be myself in a character. So that's fun. And, you know, to put on the sexy suits, the cool lines, the big guns, and the nice mohawk or frohawk, it's nice because when you're young enough and handsome enough to be able to do that, you want to do it because, you know, when time's gone, you're old and you got the gut, you know, it's over. So it came at a time that was right. It was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work though, man. Jesus.
So how much, I mean, what kind of preparation did you have to do for the role?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah. I mean, Stephen is known for his perfectionist attitude. Even when I did The Mummy, we were training a lot, you know, sword fighting. It was crazy. And when they're investing this much in a movie, 200 million, they don't want to miss. So everybody's got to be on point. So I was training with those guys, the Epoch they're called, and they were responsible for the 300, you know. So they're known as maniacs in the trade for for working out, but they get results. They really do get results. It's a little unorthodox at training, you know, a lot of movement with weights, so that your body is, it's more designed for movie sets, because you know, a lot of the things you have to do as an actor, you're moving. It's not just standing there looking bold. You're moving, you're jumping over stuff, and you've got equipment on your back. So a lot of the stuff you train doing is to make you agile as well as look fit. So we did that for like, what, 6 weeks? All the cast. Yeah, so it was hardcore, man. I was just like, they ain't paying me enough for this. Do you know what I mean? Until, you know what? Until I saw myself on the screen. I was doing the looping, and I just remember going in the first day, and looping is when you apply the audio on top of the movie because of various sound issues. And that was the first time I got to see it. And I just remember, like, I just had to stop the session. I was like, hold on. That's me. I was like, that's me. It was wicked, man. So it just made me like, yeah, that was worth it, you know? So that's a nice feeling, because, like I said, time passes, and so you want to be able to do that kind of role when you have the opportunity, when you're young enough, virile enough, you know.
Okay.
So that was good. That's that'll come out next month.
Okay, and what's next then?
What's next? I just finished an episode of Monk. I don't know if y'all watched that.
I like Monk.
Show.
I do.
It's a very big show out here. It's won a lot of Emmys. With Tony Shalhoub. Great actor. Really a lot of fun. And Andy Breckman, who's the creator of the show, he'd written a special episode for me, and which I couldn't refuse. And what's nice about Monk is it's very different. Both of these roles you're about to see, whether it's Heavy Duty or Samuel is the character I play in Monk, you haven't really seen me play, because in Monk it's comedic, it's funny, but it's sad. So and I play a guy who's just lost his wife, and I team up with Tony Shalhoub's character to track down the killer. So I become somewhat of an ad hoc detective. It's kind of like a Rush Hour on TV, if you can imagine. And I play an African character. So you have my character, who's Samuel, an African guy who's just come over to find his wife, and you got Tony Shalhoub's character, who's a native detective. Together we fumble through this, trying to find her. It's got a lot of laughs. It's really funny. It's very sad because we both lost our wives. But it was just good fun. So that comes out on the same day as G.I. Joe. So it's a AAA day, man. August the 7th. Big up.